What's up with y'all, man? Lil Joey the Milk, man. Inside my comments, I know there's a lot of y'all ask like, how will I avoid staying away from like the negativity when like once I am released, man, and basically um just basically staying away from them as much as I can, man. One of the elders, one of the old schools, he told me he was like, stay away from people who see you for the old person that you used to be because your growth will be stunted when around them. Basically, like that, and it's mainly family members too, man. It's mainly your family members um, who see you as your old self, and they'll wonder why you talking like that. Why you acting like that? What's the purpose? Why you doing that? Or you acting different, man? You don't act like that. You don't talk like that. You got to kind of stay away from that as best you can, and if you have to be around it, just pray, man. Um, uh, what I've learned from that is eventually the ones who are who are smart enough to understand what's going on with you, or who are spiritual enough to understand what's going on with you, they'll come aboard. The people who don't want you to change and who don't want you to develop as a man or a woman, most likely that's where you'll receive the most slack from. And I know like y'all might not wanna. It's certain people who you love so much, man, and you want them to be proud of you. You want it could be your mom, your dad, your son, your daughter, or anything, man, and you want them to be proud of you. You want them to see your change, but it's not, and a lot of times, like when you're growing, that's where you're gonna receive like a lot of your frustration at, man. Like you've been doing this for so long. What make you want to change? And one of the main things that I hear from my people is, man, you just doing that because you in prison. And at times, sometimes I have no choice but to think about it. Like, damn, I wonder, because when I'm in the real world, that's when the challenges are going to happen. But I'm actually living through that right now. I'm living through how it's going to be on the streets right now. It's just that on the streets is a lot of temptation, but back here is a lot of temptation because the way prison is developing, hell, this is damn near like the streets, damn near. And the thing that makes these situations worse is you're in a more closed environment. But man, yeah, man, like just because I'm in a closed environment, that doesn't mean that I have to allow this to be a situation of deterioration for me. And I've developed my mind to the point to where as though I read a lot, I study a lot, I meditate a lot, and I think about being released from this place. I think about the people who I'm going to have to be around. I think about all of these things, man, and you know, I used to ask God, like, man, please help me. Please take these negative people away from me. And now I don't ask for them to be taken away. Like say I got negative people in my family, or just people who just don't want to see me grow in my family. I no longer ask God to take them away, because when I pray for when I say, God, just please take that away from me, they started dying. I didn't want them to die. I just wanted them to, you know what I mean? And so what I learned to do, and I don't know if y'all seen my last videos, is if you look at all the great prophets, all the great leaders that I read up on, even though they was on a certain level, they still had to deal with the masses, because there's more people that need help than don't need help. It's not the healed that need the doctor, it's the sick. So there's more sick people out there than healed people. So that's what makes it kind of tricky. You want to, be away from them, but at the end of the day, as a motivational spirit, you have to be around them to a certain extent, because they need that. They need that light. So, like I say, man, you got to stay away from the people who don't want to see you for the growth that you're in. It's always going to be a push and pull there, because they're pulling you back to your old ways, but you're striving to get to a vision that you have in your head. I don't want you guys to be discouraged or dismayed by family members, old friends, your old girlfriend, your old boyfriend, or nothing, man. I want y'all to have that instinct that of a man, I'm improving, I'm transforming my life to where I needed to be. And I know y'all not gonna want to leave those people behind, but at the same time, you're not leaving them behind if they're meant to be with you. God, the universe, whatever y'all want to call them, is going to make sure that the right people are around you. And a lot of times I know the people who you want to be proud of you are not the ones who are going to be proud of you. It's usually a stranger. I probably giving you guys more motivation than your average family member is going to give y'all. When y'all comment inside my comment section, y'all give me the more average motivation than people in my family give me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a vice versa. I'm not just helping y'all helping me, and we helping each other. We are and us, man. But just stay away from the you know the individuals who don't want to see you. And like I said, it's mainly going to be your family, man, your old friends, people who you grew up with. That's mainly. I'm gonna say and this is my opinion. I'm not a scientist or nothing, but in my opinion, that's where I'm gonna say 85 to 90% of your disappointment is going to come in as a successful or an overachiever, wanting the ones closer to you to recognize what strangers recognizing you. That's what I've noticed from my study. I told you guys plenty of times that prison has been like more of a scientific experiment for me, because I learned different people, different patterns, different characters, different actions, different ways of life, different cultures. And it's taught me when I build with other people, it's mainly the same thing. Yeah, man, I can build with these people, but when I call these people, the people who I want, they don't support it. And I've went through that. Like sometimes when I call home, I tell my people like, watch my videos, this and the third, this and the third. Sometimes they'll watch it if I tell them, but a lot of times they don't. It's not that I don't take it like they don't care for me. I just take it like they feel like I come from them. So if they don't feel like they're great, they won't see the greatness in me. I don't know if y'all read the Bible or the Quran, but they talk about that in the story of Joseph. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, man. Yeah, man. And for the people out there who running from their callings, don't be like Jonah, because no matter how much you try to run, you still going to be brought back to your calling. A lot of y'all get off of y'all callings because of what y'all family members and old friends may think of y'all. Man, I've been doing this for so long, I've been doing that for so long, but you gotta be the one to break that generational curse, man. In my family, I got drug dealers, I got cousins in the feds, family members own drugs. Either you own drugs or you selling drugs. Those are two paths that my family took. Like and I gotta break that generational curse, and in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to alleviate myself to a certain extent away from the people who just used to seeing me do one thing. But I have to use them as a rearview mirror. I have to look back from time to time to see where I came from, so I don't forget where I'm going and I don't forget my mission. Man, it took me a while as a man to get to this point in my life, but I've learned to articulate myself in a way where as though I can be relatable to the corporate world, but I can still be relatable to where I came from. To the people of the urban areas, of the marginalized areas. I made sure to develop my mind to the point where so I could speak for everybody, because I don't want to be like what's that dude? I don't know if it was Nat Turner or Frederick Douglass. He would be speaking at functions, and he would speak a language that the other people wouldn't understand. But another slave by the name of Sojourner Truth, she didn't have the best education, but she spoke a way in which they had never heard. She spoke with a sincerity that had never been heard. And so they would often tell Frederick, I believe it was Frederick Douglass, like, yeah, you ain't been no slave, man. You talk way too. Man, you can't even relate to us. We rather hear Sojourner Truth speak. So I still want to be relatable to my people, because that's who it's for. Like, no disrespect to the people in the high ups, but I'm not doing it for them. I want to do it for I came from the ghetto, but at the same time I have to. It's a balance, because I can't get too caught up in the ghetto, because where I'm from, they'll be fine with me just coming there, doing what I do, selling this and the third. But I had to get from out of my comfort zone, man. That's what I want y'all to do. Y'all may have to travel. Y'all may have to go somewhere. You probably may have to do something different. Explore the world, man. That way you can, instead of like I say, instead of waiting on that magical person or that magical group of people to come to you, you may have to go at least meet it halfway. Sometimes you got to go meet your blessing halfway, half the way. You may be sitting, I don't know, you may be catching a bus and meet somebody who can help you. I don't know, do anything. You may be on a plane, meet somebody new. You may be on a bus. You may be driving and see somebody in traffic. The strangest things happen, but in order to fully grow, you have to place yourself around people who want to see you develop into the man or woman that you are, man. That's what it's about. And once you, like I said, man, I heard this from somebody else. They said a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So get out your comfort zone, man. It is people out there who are supportive of what you're trying to do. There is people out there who can help you get to the next level. You can help them get to the next level. It's all about you putting forth the effort, man. And like I said, a lot of times we want to stay in the areas that we're comfortable at, and that's not always the case. So we have to get out of our comfort zone. And like I say, man, I pray that y'all get the message. I wanted y'all to just focus strictly on the message. That's why I'm going audio. I want y'all to just focus strictly on the message. Like I say, even if the one person hear this, because the one person that hears this message, you share it to somebody else, they share it to somebody else, man. The main thing is to get this to people so that we can constantly elevate our minds, man. Nobody has all the answers, but if you surround yourself with people who have some of the answers, they have some of the answers, you have some of the answers, and then y'all meet somewhere in the middle, man. That's just how it is, man. We need a balance. In my Rastafarian class today, we was talking about balance. I think they said it takes 46 chromosomes to make a human being, but you can't. And they were saying that's why in prison you got two kind of individuals. Well, it's supposed to be three, but you got three kind of individuals: overly masculine individuals, overly feminine individuals, and then you got that rare breed that has a mixture of masculine and feminine energy, because we need both. You know what I'm saying? Like we need both. And I think that's the misconception of a lot of things in society. As I think as a society, we make our, matter of fact, that'll be a whole nother subject. I say that for a whole nother subject, man. For the most part, keep a balance, man. Like keep a balance. Even though we can't be around the negativity, I would advise y'all not to. You still, for the ones who did come from that and who does have the experience in that, use that experience to help other people get out their situation, just like how you did. But at the same time, you can't force them to. You can't. I mean, you could try to force them. Some people need tough love, but sometimes you're going to put yourself in a bad situation, especially if you're not all the way healed, man. And like I say, man, just stay away from that and surround yourself with people who want to see you grow, man. But yeah, man, you don't want to stunt your growth, man. And like I say, man, you at the same time, you still want to be a light too. Your energy, just you being around can change somebody's whole life. But at the same time, if you're on drugs, you only 3 days clean from being on drugs, and you go in the house to save, and you go inside a crack house to save another crack fiend, and you not even fully healed, what do you think is going to happen to you? Because you put yourself, even though you had a good intention and you wanted to help that person, you wind up going back and you wind up you wind up doing the same drugs that you're trying to get off of, trying to help somebody else. So you got to put it in a situation like this. You still want to help the people who are underprivileged when it's God's willing, but at the same time, you wanna start to surround yourself around high vibrational people. But yeah, man. I hope y'all got something out of it, man. I'm gonna keep on doing this, keep on putting it out. It give me a chance to really vent to you guys, man, and I want you to just listen, man. Help me out with some things. Give me advice. Let me know about some prison programs because once I am released from this place, I just want to be in a community of people who just trying to grow, man. And prison has helped me grow a lot because, like I said, I'm around a different variety, and it challenges me. It challenges me to be a better person, man. So prison hasn't been all bad for me. I think it's been more good. I'm not saying that prison is the answer, because if prison was the answer, then we wouldn't have to get checks, mental checks, once we're released from this place. So this is definitely not the answer. But I've learned to make the best out of my situation, and like I say, by me coming to prison, it took a lot of the old people away from my life who didn't want to see me grow, because when I got locked up, they were in the wind. So that was God doing me a favor that would have got me messed up to the point where I wouldn't be making it back home to my son. So like I say, man, stay away from people who only see you for the old person that you used to be, because your growth will be stunted when around them. Like, stay away from the people who only used to seeing you body shit or sell drugs, or for the people who just used to seeing you pop pills and Molly, and then now you going to church, or you a Muslim, or you a Rasta, or you whatever you is, and they're like, yeah, I like you better when you was this way. Those are people who don't want to see you elevate or grow, man. And they might not. And you know what? I can't even necessarily say that, but what I can say is this: that may be a possibility, or maybe they don't see it in themselves, and y'all come from the same place, so they can't even see it in you. I think I made videos like this, but they can't even see it in you, man. And eventually you will begin to believe that it's the truth. Like, yeah, maybe they are right. Maybe I can't do this. If you hang around millionaires, 5 millionaires, you're going to be the sixth one. If you hang around 5 broke people, you're going to be the sixth one. So your community usually defines your life. Your company. They say bad company corrupts good people, or something like that. But your company could be the deciding factor, and whether you go from here to here, man. And you want to surround you want to at least give yourself a chance to succeed and break generational curses. You don't want to be around people who've been like, well, dad didn't do it, uncle didn't do it, I couldn't do it, ain't no way you gonna be able to do it. I don't know, one of those movies, man, the dude, I don't know if it was the Temptations or the Heartbeat or the Five Heartbeats, or was it Lil Richie, when his dad say, I ain't nothing and you ain't gonna be nothing. And I look like, boy, that's how people feel for real, man. Especially parents, man. They be like, hell, I ain't made it nowhere. You ain't gonna make it nowhere. They don't say it out of their mouths. They say it with their actions. And some parents, man, like I say, their vision don't even go that far. They're not even trying to down you, man. Their vision just don't go that far. So you have to feed them with a long handled spoon, man. But if you truly want to grow into what you have vision in your head, and that's something that is deeply inside of your heart, that's something that you love, that's something that you're passionate about, man, do it. But in order for you to fully stay focused, you're going to have to maybe disappear for a little bit and change your mindset, and just reset, man. Reset. Like I say, I'm looking for communities that I can join once leaving prison. If y'all got some, Leave the addresses inside the comment section, man. And we just gonna run it like that, man. I love y'all. Most importantly, I want y'all to love yourselves. It's never goodbye. It's always see you later. Lil Joey the Mimp, signing out, man. I hope this message finds you in good health. And if you weren't feeling good before you heard this message, man, I hope you feeling better now. I love y'all. Most importantly, I want y'all to love yourselves. It's never goodbye. It's always see you later. See you later.